What up, doe? What up, doe? It's the incomparable Diesel Greasel. Can I get some enthusiasm on this magnificent Monday? It is a pleasure for you to meet me. And as always, I am grateful to meet you. It is Monday, January 22nd, 2024, and you are not tuned in to know what I'm saying. And as y'all can see, I turned over a new leaf. I got a new title. I am now a femininity coach, all right? I am a femininity coach, and I will embrace my new title as a former pimp. I'm a gentrified pimp. Pimping has now been gentrified, and now the only way for me to remain viable in this unstable economy is to diversify my portfolio. And what better way to diversify my portfolio, you might ask? Well, I became a femininity coach because apparently women need coaching. They need coaching. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? I'm just joking. I'm being facetious, of course. But I just think it's funny how women will tell a man that they don't need a man and then say, but if a man wants me to be in my feminine energy, I need for him to do this. Oh, isn't that ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. Oh, I really do think. I think women just be all over the place with some of the things they say conversation-wise. So we just got to take a lot of that stuff with a grain of salt. Far be it from me to hold women accountable for the things they say out their mouth. I'm not that type of dude. What type of dude do you take me for to hold a woman accountable for the things she say out her mouth? That's so unfair. I would never do that because that would mean I hate women, apparently. Because anytime you hold a woman accountable, that's the default. You hate women or you got mommy issues, which I do. But that ain't got nothing to do with me disagreeing with people. Sometimes you just don't agree with people, man. Sometimes you just don't agree. And that's the irony of life, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the irony of life. So today's discussion, man, well, first off, we're going to start off the show by acknowledging that the Detroit Lions beat my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll give credit where credit is due. I was happy watching the game, y'all. I couldn't lose. It was awkward. It was very awkward because by instinct, I'm cheering for the pewter, cheering for my Bucks, cheering for Buck Nation. But my heart of hearts that was born and conceived in Detroit, Michigan. Detroit is French, nigga. My heart of hearts was telling me, go Lions, go, or Hellcats, as I like to call them, my Hellcats. Give them Hellcats. And so we're in the NFC Championship game. And by we, I mean the Detroit Lions, man. I'm going to take a moment. For myself and just allow that in itself to be what it is. And that's magnificent. Magnificent. The last time the Lions was this good was never in my life. We done won 2 playoff games in the same year, let alone same decade, let alone the same century. You know what I'm saying? Let alone, hold up, let me check my phone. Let me check my Palm Pilot. The Lions are in the NFC Championship game against the San Francisco 49ers, who probably won't have Debo. So I'm going to go on the record and keep it 100. I think the Lions can beat the Niners. They're hot right now, son. Niners ain't as good as I thought they was before they got that ass slapped by the Ravens, which also slapped the Lions. So I think the Ravens going to the Super Bowl, but I don't want to get bet against Patty Mahomes either. I feel weird not expecting Patrick Mahomes to win in the playoff game. So I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to say, till the nigga lose, he's still the nigga. I'm going to say that. I do think it's Lamar's year. Lamar's been playing outstanding. The Ravens defense is fucking phenomenal. They're good. I thought they were good all year. I think they're much better now than I thought they were at other points in the year. But for the most part, 4, 5, 6 weeks of the season and the playoffs, I'm like, they're the best team in the league. I don't see nobody beating them. And that's before I thought the Lions would actually get this far. And so if the Lions play the Ravens in Super Bowl, I'm fully prepared for the Ravens to smack them. I'm actually prepared for the Niners to smack the Lions. You know, it wouldn't surprise me. But these ain't the same old Lions, man. These ain't the same old Lions. So I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm ecstatic for the city. My dad's fucking happy. If the Lions go to the Super Bowl and win, I will be going to the fucking parade. I'm going to spend my little life savings and make that happen. Because when the fuck in my life is this going to happen again? I don't know. It may not ever happen a fucking again. And so I'm ecstatic. It was actually a pretty good weekend for playoff football. I'm not going to talk about sports too much. I like to turn this into a sports show, you know, because there's more important things to talk about than sports. But I will say, go Lions. Go Lions, man. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna shift gears, man. Cause I want to talk about them trash ass Cowboys. I know we got some trash ass Cowboy fans watching right now. Cowboys got some pretty fans too. That damn Dren is beautiful, but she don't know shit about football. So if Dren is watching, I'm talking to you. If you know Dren, tag her. Dren is beautiful chocolate. Don't know shit about football. God damn it. Like they used to tell LeBron, shut up and dribble. Girl, shut up and be cute. All respect due. Don't mean disrespectful at all. I just think you don't know nothing about no damn football, but you know how to work them angles. She let you know she got 4 kids too. You look damn good for 4, girl. You look damn good for 4. But we ain't gonna get into that. But she don't know shit about football. And that's why I ain't gonna never get none of that. Because every chance I get, I'm gonna let her know them Cowboys is trash. And she ain't gonna give up no ass to someone who think the Cowboys is trash. And that's okay. Because they still gonna be trash. They still gonna be trash. I don't care. I don't care how fine you is. They trash. And I'm gonna be the man to tell it to you. Look you in your face. They're trash, girl. And if you want to go home now, I understand. But they still gonna be trash when you get home. So you might as well give me what you came here to do. All right, we're gonna get focused, man. So I've been on talk about masculine women and feminine women and things like that, man. And I just came to the conclusion that I, as a man, I'm attracted to feminine energy. It turns me the fuck on. Femininity, nurturing energy, reassuring energy, adjust your crown energy. It's good, man. It makes me feel good, man. Something about a woman waiting on you hand and foot, it makes you feel good as a man. A woman that you respect. Let me put that out there first. You know, everybody don't get that treatment. But the feminine energy that comes with a woman taking care of a man. Let's just put it like that. The feminine energy that comes with a woman taking care of a man is special. It's special. It's something that a man can't help you unlock your feminine energy. You gotta have that in you. That's something that I don't know if you could be taught to be nurturing. Nurturing comes from the heart. Nurturing is instinctual. You know, for you to study your partner and figure out the things that they need in their life that can make their life a little easier, or things that you feel that you can do to make their life easier. You gotta want to do that. You gotta want to do that. And I agree with women. A man should be putting you in a space to where you can focus on being submissive in the ways that he feels are going to make him feel more of a man or make him feel good about himself. Make no mistake about it. Men have to create the circumstances for a woman to take care of a man. Meaning that you got to handle business. You got to handle business, man. The pussy get wetter when the bills is paid. A stressing woman ain't going to be a blessing, bro. You have to put her in a position to where her needs are met to where she can think about wanting to suck a dick all day. Because believe you me, she want to suck a dick. But the bills right here is on her neck, man. There ain't too many women who ain't got no obligations to worry about that don't want to suck a dick in their leisure time. It's soothing to their spirit. I'm telling you, they love to fucking do it. but they're not gonna do it for everybody, because everybody ain't putting them in the energy or the space they feel they need to be in. And I get that. Get that. I'm not gonna be dismissive of the role a man is supposed to play with unlocking the feminine energy. I have dated some masculine women as of recent. And by masculine women, man, I'm like women who not really traditionally feminine like you would expect. They're not going to wear a lot of dresses. You might catch them in some flip-flops or some slides before you catch them in some heels. They probably ain't gonna have their hair did a lot of times, man. A lot of times their hair is gonna be, hey, this is how the fuck it's gonna look. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got time to be cute, nigga. With the activity I'm about to engage in, is not one that being cute is conducive to. You know, assertive women, women who are used to feeling like they don't need a man for shit. These women also have traits in common, like their daddy's girls. Like they was raised by their daddy, spent a lot of time with their daddies, and assimilated a lot of their daddy's personality, which I think is a good thing. I think it helps them better understand how to communicate with men. You know, I think women with some of this masculine energy can be a blessing because they can communicate with men on a different level than feminine women are likely to. But with that being said, it's something about when you get with that woman who has had to carry that masculine burden a lot. A lot of times that masculine energy is just the burden of taking care of your fucking self. What they consider that masculine energy is having to get it out the mud and work and pay your own fucking bills. I have to be stressed about how you're gonna eat and shit like that, which is just normal adult shit, but this normally falls heavier on the man's shoulders, I guess, for whatever reason. You know, for what the fuck ever reason. But a lot of those women have balance, right? They show you that feminine side and then fuck with you. They throw you off like, oh my God, I ain't know you was like this. A lot of it is like because they just set this assumption and you done put them in a box in your mind of who they are. And then they show you, no, nigga, I'm a whole woman under all this too. But for whatever reason, they're just more comfortable basking in their masculine energy unless they are in the space to be submissive and soft. And what I mean about the space to be submissive and soft is like, yo, you got to create a comfortable environment and you'll be surprised what you get out of a woman. You'll be surprised. I mean, real players should be like, you know, I just always feel so comfortable when I'm around you. I ain't never did this before, which may or may not be the fucking case. Who knows? I may have heard that a time or two. But I'll also pay attention to the shit that other men complain about. And I've never really had to deal with a lot of the situations that other men complain about. But I think it's because I operate in my masculine energy and I never really have to depend on a woman for anything other than comfort and affection and shit like that. Like most of the needs I have relationship wise is just comfort and affection. Like, sure, it'd be nice if you help pay some bills, but if you ain't willing to help pay some bills, then bitch, just don't create none. You know what I'm saying? Just don't create none. Because if I'm taking you on, I got enough for me and you. But when you want me to fucking start taking care of other obligations that you don't want to assist in, that's when the load becomes a little more disproportionate than we would like to carry based on what you're bringing to the table. Which more often than not with me, what you're bringing to the table is some pussy and some conversation and some comfort and helping me with the details. Helping me with the details. Usually the type of woman that I'm gonna end up with in the long haul, I don't need her to help me with the big shit. I got the vision to handle the big shit. I know what's coming. I know what's expected of us. I need a woman to help me with the fucking details. Because honestly, I don't have time to dig into the details because I'm too busy worried about the big shit or keeping this goddamn thing rolling. The devil is in the details. The details are tedious. The details will make and break the situation, though. So the ideal woman for me is a woman who can help me with the details, who can say, hey, baby, let me take a look at that too. Let me take a look at that too. Let me find out something or make sure there's everything that you thought it was so you really don't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? So you really don't have to worry about that. So it just depends, man. But I think that a lot of women feel like all men cheat. I've been getting a lot of that. A lot of women feel like all men cheat. The homie Tia Yvette beautiful self. Love me some Tia. Shouts out to Tia Yvette and her mother, the first lady of hip hop, MC Sha Rock. Always give credit where credit is due. But Tia said something that was concerning on one of my last videos, and that was like all men cheat. It may have been a video or a status, I'm not sure. So I don't want to misquote when she said what she said or misconstrue what she said. Because what she said was her perspective that she don't think men are built to be monogamous. She think all men cheat. Or maybe not even necessarily that all men cheat, more so as that men aren't built to be monogamous. So it's more likely than not that they're going to do things that people consider cheating, right? So, and I was like, yo, man, I've been faithful for real. I've been married more than once and was extremely faithful in my last marriage. First marriage, I got married young, had periods where I went strong or hard for the team, other periods where we were separated and we did things that you probably shouldn't do in the marriage, but we were not doing them at the same time to other people. You know, when we was together, we was together. When we wasn't, you know, although we were legally married. But the point is that I've never been a cheater. Like, I can be happy in a relationship. That's not hard. I can fully commit myself to one woman. That's not hard. It's going to have to be a dynamic woman. Absolutely, because I'm a dynamic individual. My needs change and evolve, but I'm not unwilling to meet her needs as her needs change and evolve. I think that's where the communication aspect comes in. But I don't think that all men cheat. But I do think a lot of men do cheat, just like I do think a lot of women cheat, but we're not going to get into that. I'm speaking from the perspective of men because I'm a man. So I do think that there's a lot of men that cheat, but I think that they're cheating because they're unfulfilled. They're looking for something. They're not getting something in this bond. Maybe it's something that they're not expressing or articulating. Maybe it's something the other person isn't capable of delivering. Maybe it's just uncommunicated expectations. I'm not getting into the nuance as to why people cheat as so much as the emotional void that exists for cheating to be a thing. Hold on, let's see. Let's see. What is this? Oh shit, that's funny. Shouts out to Super Sam. I think a lot of time men cheat for femininity. They're looking for a more feminine experience than they're getting from that strong woman, that woman who's holding them accountable, that woman who's not nurturing them and feeding into their ego. Men have egos. Men have very fragile egos, as women know, but I don't think women really fully embrace how fragile the male ego can be. How often men need reassurance from the person that they care about. We don't need reassurance from the world in general, but we need reassurance from our woman a lot. Probably just as much as y'all need reassurance from your man. The problem is that a lot of times y'all look at men as being weak when they need that reassurance that it's just human nature, man. The best men in the world had great moms who nurtured the fuck out of them. And then hopefully they had great fathers who made them understand cause and effect and consequence and didn't nurture them through every loss. You know, because men have to nurture their sons too, and men have to nurture their daughters. But men have to nurture their sons as well. It's just a different way. There's certain ways that certain things that feminine energy can unlock in a male child as well as a male adult. I saw a video of this mom giving the little boy a pep talk about he got to get the game winning basket. It was a little basket in the living room or whatever, but she's locked in and she's telling him, like, you can do this. I need you to do it. And he's locked in. A little boy, he can't even talk. He's like, like he's just locked in. And he goes over there and he does what he thinks his mom told him to do. He shoots their shot or dunks it or whatever, but he makes it. And they scream, he goes crazy, and I was that child in that video for that moment because I know how much validation he felt. I know he felt like he could do any and everything, and it was all because of that mama who put that seed in him that he believed it, man. He believed it, and that little boy gonna grow up to be a man, and he's still gonna have that same need for that woman to make him feel like you can do that shit. You can do that shit. You think about how much dumb shit men have done because of a woman's opinion of them. A lot of niggas in the penitentiary right now because they were trying to impress a woman, trying to show out for a woman. You know what I'm saying? Trying to prove a point in front of a woman. That lets you know, like, we value women's perspective and insight of us more than we ever let on. Like, more than we're the most secure man cares what women think about him. Maybe not all women, but that one woman, those few women in his life, you know, in his corner. I'm not saying having multiple women. I'm saying mamas, aunties, sisters, cousins, whoever, close female friends, those women who he respects. What they see in him matters. And men need that to stop us from being savages, because a lot of times the compassion that we have in our hearts is going to come exclusively from an experience with the woman. Like, we don't gain compassion from dealing with other men. We gain compassion from a woman, and feminine women do unlock things in men that y'all don't want to talk about. Because a man will run through a wall for that woman, or he'll die trying. It's nothing, because there's no feeling greater to him than the top of that mountain, a feeling like, I got her, and she the baddest chick in the world, and she only wants me. Nothing compares to that feeling for a man. Nothing. And we normally feel that feeling early on in life and get hurt because she's not the one. Obviously, we don't know how to pick someone at that young age. And it changes us. And we put up those walls. Right? Comes with the territory. We're just as guilty of the shit that y'all be doing. You know? But I think that the masculine women, the women like the Glorilla just had a tweet where she was like, all niggas cheat. And nigga on this earth that don't cheat. And I was like, yeah, they cheat on masculine women like yourself. They cheat with someone softer, I promise you. They're not cheating with another masculine bitch. A lot of y'all women want to be real niggas with titties. Y'all get cheated on, man. Nobody wants to spend the rest of their fucking life with a real nigga. It ain't what we looking for. A lot of times women get stuck on a man don't accept the hurt or can't accept the same hurt or the same behavior that men do to women. Men can't accept it. And you're right. I think a lot of times women, they lose context into why those behavior patterns became socially acceptable. Your mama and them and your grandmama and them accepted a lot of shit from men that you not going to accept, right? And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Like, there's a lot of misogynistic, abusive bullshit happen behind those closed doors in all communities, but definitely in the Black community, that women should not be accepting. A lot of the reasons why those women accepted those realities was because of resources. Women didn't have access to the opportunities they do now, financially and educational wise, right? So a lot of times women needed men in order to have their American dream. It was very hard for a woman to have her American dream on her own. So a lot of times they stayed in these abusive situations because they still appeared to be advantageous. Although emotional, psychological, and physical trauma and abuse was taking place, no doubt about that. But those women stayed in those situations because they had to. They accepted the shit that men was giving them because they had to, because they was worried about feeding babies. They was worried about keeping a roof over their head. They was worried about having protection in a world that really didn't protect women during that time. Not even saying women are protected now, but shit, if you think it's bad now, used to be worse then. You know what I'm saying? Used to be worse then. So women had to accept those types of behaviors from men, and now they don't. So the type of woman that we're dating is very different than the type of woman that raised a lot of us, because these women got way more options than our mamas and grandmamas and them had, which is beautiful. I have 3 daughters. I would much rather live in the world now for my daughters than the world I was raised in with my daughters. And that's just being honest and transparent. But nowadays, women get mad at men for not accepting a lot of the shit that men have expected women to accept. And the issue with that is women don't have the resources necessary to treat men the same way that men treated women. Now, it's some weak ass niggas that y'all got land on your couches, and you can, hey, nigga gonna put up with this shit. He gonna put up with the cheating, the lying, whatever, because the nigga need a place to lay his hat. And that's what a lot of women choose to deal with because it gives them leverage in a situation. But men like myself, and I'm not even saying I'm anything special, but I am a man who's self-sufficient. I ain't got a lot of money, but I don't need your money. I can take care of myself very well. I can take care of my children very well. Where my shortcomings come financially is trying to take care of another motherfucker and their children. I'm not there yet. Don't know if I ever will be. Who knows? Still developing. I'm still healing. But I'm not going to put up with a lot of bullshit from a woman because I don't have to. What's she going to do? Not pay the bills? I pay my bills. What's she going to do? Not cook? I can cook my own food. What's she going to do? Not fuck me? Lots of pussy out there. What's she going to do? Like, if there's no leverage, I'm only going to deal with a woman because I want to deal with her. And most of the men that y'all dealing with who won't accept the same shit they put you through is because they know their options. Maybe they know their worth. But they know that they can go find another chick who will put up with the shit that you wouldn't. There's no incentive to change. They don't have to change. Why would they change? They ain't changing. And so this is where I think our women have to evolve, man. You can't act like a nigga and expect to get treated like a wife. We don't like no masculine ass chick. They cool to fuck. They cool to hang out with. But in our crib, nigga, we want to be treated like a king. We want to treat you like a fucking queen. Bitch, we want to rub some feet and eat pussy. That's what the fuck we want to do. But we want them to be some soft, sensual fucking feet that look and smell good. Don't look like our fucking feet. You know what I'm saying? We want that pussy to be a motherfucking flower, not a weed that needs some Roundup. Real shit. We want to see you walking around that bitch cooking butt naked or with a t-shirt with nothing under that shit. We want that femininity. We don't want to hear bro. We want to hear babe. Hey, baby. That's the fuck we want to hear. Like, for real. We want that ass to walk by, not grip and grab a handful of that ass, and you turn around and fucking smile and kiss me. Embrace your feminine energy, man. That's what the fuck we want, man. We do not want no masculine fucking energy. Masculine energy just makes us want to be more motherfucking aggressive. It don't make us want to tap into feminine energy. It makes us want to be more fucking aggressive. We match masculine energy. Men will match your masculine energy. That's how you become the homie. By being masculine. We want you to be comfortable in your skin. Wear some motherfucking earrings. Paint them toes. Do something to differentiate yourself from the male species other than lace fronts and edges. Like, we want you to be comfortable in your element, comfortable in your skin. Walk around with no bra. Let me see them nips. When I reach out and grab it, don't act like I'm being weird. You's a woman. And I'm a man. That's what we like. Feminine women don't get cheated on. Am I saying that feminine women don't get mishandled? Absolutely. But I think feminine women aren't afraid to let a cheating ass nigga go and move on to a healthier situation. It's all about reciprocity. That's what it's all about, man. All about motherfucking reciprocity. I done got all over the place. I done got all over the place. I don't know what else I want to talk about. As you see, you know, I was just thinking about, like, I think I identify as a single mother fucker. I identify as a single motherfucker. Because that's what I've been doing with my time. I got to get better. Got to get better. Make sure I don't unlock things in women that I'm not ready for. That is cowardly. I side with Bob Marley on that. I try to make a conscious effort of not unlocking shit that I'm not ready for. It's hard though, man. Women are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are beautiful. Make sure y'all follow, like, and subscribe and all that good shit. But women are beautiful. They are. And a lot of times, beauty is a distraction for men. A lot of times, comfort is a distraction for men. But we always settle where we find peace. I will say that. Always, man. It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that the biggest component when it comes to relationships that people don't really focus enough on is timing. Knowing when to hold on, knowing when to let go, knowing when to pursue, knowing when to fall back. I think a lot of times we focus on trying to find the right person to build with instead of focusing on the right time to build. Um, you don't know who's the right person for you until you give them a shot. You know, you can have a type, you can have an understanding, but you really don't know what you need until you get it. And you also don't know what you're missing until you don't have it. A lot of times we got to be hedonistic and chase those pleasures and experiences to really get a better understanding of what we value. There isn't such thing as getting too much pussy to where you like, now, I think I need a hug. like, like Boosie said in the song "Fucks in my head," I need some love. Sometimes you be like that. Sometimes you want a bitch to understand you and not make everything about sex. Sometimes we need a safe space too, you know, just like women, you know. But that's frowned upon for whatever reason. That's frowned upon by the black community. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think that if you getting cheated on, it's probably because you was in the club singing "Most City Dine," slow, loud, and banging, all in my trunk. I think that's why you got cheated on. Niggas do not like masculine energy, man. That's why they date other races a lot of times, man, because we perceive those women to be softer. Not saying that is actual factual. Just saying that a lot of times we perceive those women to be softer because of how they present themselves. It's not until later on, behind closed door, we realize, oh, this bitch thinks she a nigga too. You know, so who knows, man? Who knows? It's neither here nor there. I'm gonna get here and wrap this up, man. It's always a pleasure speaking to y'all. Always a pleasure engaging. Make sure y'all give me some feedback, man. What y'all think about this topic? Tap in. You agree? You disagree? You think I've lost my fucking mind? Who knows? Who fucking knows? But it's always a pleasure, man. I'm the incomparable Diesel Greasel, man, and